Dead Rising: Chop Till You Drop is very unique in that it's one of the few games released for the Wii that's actually rated M for mature. It's a reimagining of the first Dead Rising game, following the same story, but with radically different gameplay. You now view everything from an overhead view behind Frank, and there's a much larger focus on using guns as opposed to normal hand-to-hand weapons. Aiming guns actually felt pretty intuitive, although hand-to-hand combat now felt really awkward and unresponsive. Weirdly enough, you can only carry one melee weapon at a time, but you're able to hold as many guns as you want. You'll still find various costumes in the mall, but there are several, like the Lego head, that are rendered completely impractical because they massively obstruct your field of view when you fire your gun. Food and weapons are now haphazardly strewn across the ground and will respawn every time you leave an area. The entire photography aspect has been completely cut from the game. You don't naturally come across survivors or missions as you explore. Instead, you accept individual survivor-specific missions from Otis at the security room, which are then timed. When you complete these missions, you're given a rank based on how well you did. Instead of things happening at specific times, new missions just get unlocked as others are completed, and because of this, the actual 3-day timer isn't present. The mall itself is more or less the same, but it has been shrunken down a bit, and the various pathways that you could previously traverse have now been blocked off using barricades that you can't get around. The amount of zombies that can be shown on screen at once is also significantly less, and to combat that, this version does brag about the introduction of zombie birds and dogs, which are just really annoying to deal with and better off avoided whenever possible. There's also special zombie variants of characters from the original game who don't appear otherwise. Certain parts of the game are also turned into QuickTime events. They had to make a ton of concessions to get this to actually run on the Wii, and it shows. Beating the story unlocks some small challenges that you can access from the menu called Odd Jobs and Second Amendment. These bonus challenges are all bite-sized experiences and honestly are more fun than the base game. That being said, I did get tired of them pretty quickly as well. Chop Till You Drop was an interesting experiment, but it fails across the board for me. Frank's new controls made moving around awkward, which in turn made all of the combat, especially against the bosses, awkward, which in turn made this game less fun to play. The new additions like the zombie animals or the mini bosses were all annoying. The mall itself felt super cramped, and having to rescue all the different groups of survivors one by one meant that I got incredibly tired of making the exact same trip to the security room over and over. I did find the shooting mechanic to work pretty well, and I did think it was interesting to see the changes between the Wii version and the Xbox one, but that's more or less where I run out of nice things to say about this game. There is occasionally some fun to be had here, but it's hands down the worst version of the first Dead Rising.